Hi, family. How's the family doing? I figure I will come up here tonight. I want to just say a few things. I'll give the family a little time to get in here while I'm just jotting some things down. I'm actually I had to write some things down before I lay my head to bed. Uh, and I won't be going to bed. Well, hopefully I'll be going to bed soon. I'm waiting for my daughter to get here. Hi, Capri Queen. Hi, family. How's the family doing? I know it's kind of late, right? I should be in the bed really. Um, but I'm still up tonight. I have my little grandbabies over, but they're getting ready to go soon. Hi, family. How's the family doing? And while I'm up here, family, I do want to say something briefly. I'm asking all the family to send prayers out to Miss Madeline, um, other known as Renee, Tangel's Oracle. Send some prayers out to her for healing and strength, right? Um, so I want to say that, family, I haven't been up here in a couple of days. I had just been, putting uploads up, whatever, whenever I could get a chance. So I wanted to put that out there to keep her in prayers. Hi, Miss Nene. Hi, Christy. How on a spiritual journey. Hi, family. Yeah, I'm not I'm about to message you about a matter. Okay, Capri Queen, that sounds fine. And let's see. Hi, Lakeisha. Hi, Mary Jane. Hi, family. So I just wanted to say that, family, just keep Tangel's Oracle, because you all probably know her as Tangel's Oracle. Keep her in prayers. And those of you all who subscribe to her channel, go over there and send some prayers of healing and strength, and give her your condolences. So I mainly wanted to come up here and say that because I was going to come up here a few days ago and say some things. I just have been in some heavy meditation, family. I have, the ancestors had me in some heavy meditation. And I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the things that I seen, I'm still I'm still in I don't even know. I can't even say, I can't even put the words together to even just describe some things, okay? So I'm just going to leave it at that, but I do have some things that's going to be on the channel in reference to the many things, right? That I don't even want to really touch on tonight, right? This is one scary world that we live in. Once I put this video out, family, you all understand what I'm saying, because I can't even believe it myself. We have been totally lied to, family. We have been deceived. So I'm just going to leave it at that. This next video that I'm getting ready to put up, family, you all are let me move this over. You all are pretty much be able to piece some of the things together before I put the second one together for you all. I'm not that savvy with these computers, family, but I'm gonna get that upload up probably either real late tonight. I'll see, because I'm really trying to lay my head to bed, but I'm waiting for my daughter. But the more I'm waiting for her, the more things I have to put, right out. So I'll see how that goes, but I'll have that out for you all, family, before Wednesday. Um, on a spiritual journey said, yes, a very scary world. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for those prayers, Chrissy. I just pray for her and I will continue to keep her in my prayers. Thank you, Tammy, for that. We love Tantalus. We sure do. Yes, Chrissy, we sure do love Tantalus. So I'm asking all my prayer warriors, family, to go ahead and send some healing, some strength, your condolences, send all that loving energy to her. And like I said, you all could go over there to her channel as well and just leave something in the comment section for her as well. Okay, because no matter what I've been doing, I've been keeping her in my thoughts. Like she just keep resurfacing, right? So I've been doing a lot of prayers as well regarding her situation. And I had just been like and like this heavy trance lately because I have been like just getting these downloads that has been needing, I needed to get these downloads. And I'm just so thankful that I pulled back. And that was one of the reasons, family, that honestly, when I told you, family, that my phone, my husband didn't renew our new contract for the phone, I said I didn't want the phone. And I truly, genuinely meant that. And he said, no, baby, I could go get the phone. That's not a problem. And I said, I don't want it. Right. And it was a reason, right? Because the ancestors really had some work that they needed to do with me. And if it seemed like the phone was a distraction because every single second, either that phone was ding, 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 every single second, right? And it didn't matter if I put it on vibrate, if I put it on silent. And then when I did go to look at the phone, I had so many messages on that phone, I couldn't catch a break. It was like so many either calls or messages or texts, and it was just too much, right? So I needed to give it a rest. It's been like it's been like over 3 weeks, about 4 weeks now, family. And that was the best thing that I could have done, right? That was the best thing that I could have done. All right. Um, because I really needed to get these spiritual downloads and some other things I needed to get ahead and put down, and I needed to get in there and start scrying because the ancestors was giving me revelation into so many things. And I needed to be doing that. I needed to focus my attention on that. So that's what had been happening with me, family. I just been into the deep trance of meditation. um, Me too, and I don't even know how to begin to know how to clear it up. Thank you, Mary Jane, for those prayers. Lakeisha, I'm not sure what you're speaking of because I was just running my mouth. Hi, Jalissa. You already know my husband and I have been doing some spiritual reads, and Lord, yes, that too. Well, my spiritual reads actually, family, I've been stopped that, right? I'm only doing the ones that has already paid, but they have already paid for those. They've been made payments to that, right? So I'm completing those. That's it, right? I'm already booked out. So forget that. I'm not taking any more reads. I do come up here from time to time and do a few messages, but that's just because, I'm up here. I want to bless those who trying to reach out to me and they can't get me, right? But I'm not going too heavy in depth with it. Like I'm doing, my background, reads or whatever. But I do try to come up here and give some of the message or tap into some energy that may be a particular, if you're looking at a particular situation or something. But yeah. Thank you for those prayers, Lakeisha, for Tantalus. Thank you, family, for those prayers. Life with Mama G, all of that information, and that's All that information is in my description. If you go to any one of my videos, Life with Mama G, that I'm always doing. My victimized reads, I'm always doing. Those are never closed, right? I'm talking about my personal reads, family. Hi, SC, honey. And it was a privilege to have had access to you through that line. But I truly understand you have to do what you have to do. Yes, Capri Queen, but trust me, I'm going to get it back up and running, but it's some work that I need to do first, right? And I need to get this done first. I need to get this work done that the ancestors need me to do first, right? And it's almost completed. And I tell you, family, it was since I want to say like August, straight. I have been like on this mission. I have been doing some work. I have been putting in a lot of work, family. If you only knew, right? If you only knew the late nights and the early mornings, family, I've been putting in a lot of spiritual work. So I said, in August I started doing, some spiritual work heavily with the ancestors. And I was just doing some things letting the ancestors guide me, and that was continuous, nonstop. I just completed that like what 2 weeks ago. So, yes, you can say hi to the family. Hi. That's my JoJo. He's saying hi to you all, family. So I just completed that about 2 weeks ago, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. But right around the same time I completed that, it's like that's when everything happened with the phone. And I wasn't never thinking about, the phone situation. I said, hey, everything happened for a reason. So I said everything happened for a reason. So just around that time, family, I'm telling you, I started getting the downloads, right? Ancestors started showing me so many things. I had to just refocus, get things reorganized. I had to move some things around. Of course, family, I'm constantly moving some things around because I have to have this certain flow of energy coming in. So I have been doing that, right? So I have been committed to that, and I just want to stay committed to what I need to do spiritually. So that's what I'm doing right now. But my phone will get back on as soon as I finish doing what I need to do. These phones were so distracting. I would be fine with that one because society has gone to hell in the handbasket with all this technology. I read an article about this AI stuff. Yes, yes. Um, yes, family, and that's another thing, right? They listen to your conversations, all kind of stuff go on. This is what they do on these computers, on these gadgets, right? I gotta unplug my TV. First of all, I don't have a TV in my bedroom. Okay, I've been took the TV out of my bedroom, but you gotta unplug your gadgets. You understand? Not just this external world, what's going on around us, right? So many things going on, and yes, this AI intelligence stuff. One day I was in the car and I was talking to my son. It wasn't that long ago. I was talking to him about something, and then all of a sudden the phone just cut on and started saying, look, started saying what I was saying to my son. Me and my son just stopped. We looked, right? Yeah. Phone just cut on and just started saying, I didn't ask Siri, Google, whoever. No questions, right? I'm just having a normal conversation with my son in the car. And the phone just cut on and started talking right about the conversation we was having. Right? So family, these things is going on, okay? They use these things as spies. Oops, and these things. I'm sorry to hear this, Lakeisha. You definitely gonna have to do some meditation, right? And I'm gonna get into that too heavily with a lot of you all. I'm going to be getting into that heavily, and I'm actually going to be, because I know some of my spiritual family, they need step-by-step information regarding some things. So I'm going to go a little further with some things, and I'm actually going to give you the formula. Okay. So, and that's another thing that when I was in meditation, the ancestors had really been tugging me regarding. And that's why it was important that I didn't need to be distracted, right? I didn't need to be distracted because I needed to get the downloads and know what the ancestors is saying. I don't want to have a distraction or feel like I got to get to this one now and I can't go into meditation at this time because I got a conference at this time and it was just so much, all right? So much. I just had to cut it back. And that's why I said, family, don't let money rule you, right? Money, like they say, money is the ruler of all evil if you let it be. You understand? I'd rather take a cut. I'd rather shut down my reads. You understand? Just to have peace and sanity and just to do my meditation and just to sit next to the Most High and the ancestors and do what I need to do. So I don't care about that. I'd rather not put anything on YouTube. I could care less. I done told you all, family, and you see what I do. I could care less, right? When people come up here and they do the riff-raff, I tell them, you watching the wrong person then. Go elsewhere. So I could care less if you unsubscribe. Family, I really don't, right? This is for the ones who want to be here, who is genuinely here for me and the spiritual family. That's all, right? That is all. I don't want no minions coming. I don't want no spies coming. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. And that's just me, right? That is just me. So like I said, I'm going to be giving a lot of the family, and I'm going to be doing one by one because some of the things I can't just put out there, right? I just can't put out there because the ancestors have already given me a warning before about something. So I just can't just give, all this information out like that. I can't because I have certain folks watching who don't need to get in their hands. That's it. But I do have some of you all family that I'm going to do one by one. And like the ancestors were saying that some of the spiritual family, they really need me to get on track with certain things. And we're going to create these blessings in their life. And that's just how it's going to be, right? And I'm going to give you the formula. And as long as you put the work in, you want to see the success. But you got to do your part, right? I'm going to do my part and you do the rest. And that's it. So yes, most definitely, family. That's what I'm doing going forward with some of the family. Thank you for that, Essie, honey. Thank you for that on spiritual journey. Let's see when will your new video be out on what you say on your meditations. Will it be on YouTube or Patreon? That's going to be on Patreon, family. That's going to be on Patreon. Hi, Linda. I don't put nothing, Jaleesa, I don't put nothing too much on YouTube like I used to. Like I used to have manifesting videos and things. You probably could find some old ones and certain things here that I put. But I brought everything over to Patreon. Hi, Linda. Sending that love right back to you, Linda. Thank you. Yes. And what family, some of the things I'm just like, my family that is spiritually tapped in, right? Those of you all who is scrying and so forth. Those of you all who's scrying and I'm going to direct you and you all going to see some things for yourself, right? If I'm not able to record some things myself on my scry, right? I'm going to direct you all. You all going to have to start doing some things too, because that's important, right? Working on that site, right? Because we all need to be seeing some things. This is what our ancient ancestors was all about, and this is what they were doing, right? Doing things like this, communicating telepathically, right? being able to look in the sky and get the message, right? You can look at the skylight at night and get the message. You could gaze in the sun and get the information to everything you needed to know. But they're hindering us from doing that today, right? A lot of the things that our ancient ancestors was able to do, they have put a stop to a lot of those things, right? They put all these chemicals, they spray all these chemicals. They don't want you out there looking at the night sky, right? They don't want you out there looking at that, seeing the stars and the planets, right? Do all kind of stuff to these telescopes and stuff just so you can't see what they can see, right? Lie to us about these different planets, family. Oh yeah, you better believe it. Lie to us about all these different planets and what's going on the planets. They're a damn lie. When the ancestors finished showing me some things, I said, this is a scary world that we live in, because some of these people that's lying to us and deceiving us about this information is our own scientists. You better believe it, family. Some of them are our own scientists withholding information from us or lying to us about what they're really seeing. Oh, and not to mention, some of them can't even see it, because some of them not even spiritually inclined to see the things. You understand? They need you to see what they can't see, right? They need them chosen ones to see that, because they can't see it. So there's a lot of things that's going on out here, family. And it's so sad that a lot of our family, because we got some ones that they still in that deep sleep. They ain't wake up yet. They still in that deep sleep. They gonna still be in that deep sleep if they don't get their heads up out of them clouds and see what's going on around them. That's why I say, family, go into meditation, make a connection. They tell you don't make a connection with your ancestors because it's taboo, it's a sin to talk to the dead. But they want to give you a Jesus that's dead that they want you to speak to. You understand, family, what's going on? Your ancestors is the next kin to your bloodline. You better be making a connection with them. They're going to let you know everything you need to know and more. They're your first line of defense. They are the ones that's going to keep you protected. So please, family, wake up. Get out that deep sleep. Chrissy said phones are distracting. Sure is. Take your time. Everyone has to do their part spiritually at the end and beginning of the day in order to seek the results that's needed in their lives. So thank you again for everything you do. Yes, Capri Queen, you are very welcome, and you are surely right. On the spiritual journey, said yes, they were talking about TVs, these phones, your webcams, and all that. Yes, on the spiritual journey, honey. It got to the point, honey, when I did have the TV in my bedroom, I had to unplug it. But it wasn't even because of that, like, you know, the AI or whatever, spying or whatever. That was for spiritual reasons. I had to unplug that TV. Next thing I know, the whole TV was out. Okay? Because spirit was coming, turning my TV on, right? Turn the TV off. The sound start coming through the TV. Family, please. I can literally think of some and try to Google it, and it will be in the search engine. Oh yeah, on a spiritual journey, you better believe that. You better believe that. Whatever you thinking of, and that's how they want everything to be, right? That's why they want to give you these certain, I can't say it, but you already know, right? They want to give you these certain things, right? And then guess what's going to happen, family? You're going to have these things radiating all through your body, and all you have to do is touch certain things, and guess what? They're going to know everything they need to know about you and where you've been and what's going on and whatever else they need to know. So trust that. Linda said, oh yeah, a lot of strange with these devices. Yes, there's a lot of strange things with these devices. my journey. Hi, T Rose. Oh yeah. That's why I get shadow banned, family. I talk about that a little bit. I think I touch on that in the video. I get shadow banned, right? Um, because I talk about certain things, honey, or I reveal certain things. You will see what's happening. Go back and take a look from then to now and see what's going on. You think I don't know what's going on? Family, please. Linda said, I never in my life let money rule me. That's right. I know that's right. I know that is right, honey, because you can't take it with you when you're gone. You cannot take it with you when you're gone. You understand, family? People will kill you over a dollar. But guess what? That same dollar, you can't take it with you when you're gone. It comes and goes, family. We can all live. We can all eat. Right? We can all have our desires. But too many demons out here. Yes, I had to stop praying for money. I ran across a short on YouTube and it was a Bible scripture about not praying for wealth. There's nothing wrong. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with if you need something, ask for it, right? But we're not going to sit there and worship the money, right? We're not going to sit there and do that. We're not going to let it rule us. Yeah, we're not going to do those things, right? We're not going to sleep, eat, and breathe it. We're not going to do that, right? No, because money is supposed to make us comfortable, right? Money can bring happiness if you allow it to. Because guess what? If I want to go on a vacation to Disney World and take my JoJo, that's something that's going to make me happy, right? But I need money to do it. You understand how it's how you use it. It's how you use the energy. And that's why I said, family, it's not the ritual, it's what ritual you do. You understand? It's the intent behind it. So me asking for money for something, that's not a bad thing. But what I'm going to do with it, see, that's another thing. So just be mindful of some things, right, family? On spiritual journey, said, I just want to help others. That's all. The Most High will provide all our needs. Yes, you are absolutely right. The Most High will provide for us, right? Whatever we need, whatever we want, all we need to do is ask, and we shall receive, right? I believe that the package, came, but my bell box key. Okay, that's something for you. On my journey said, what's up with these notifications? Oh, they don't send notifications out. Not on my channel anymore, family. So you all just have to be in tune, family. They don't send it out no more. And when they do, they only send it to a few. That's what they do. I'm on the YouTube. This is another entity. All right, Jaleesa, you do that. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I've been a follower of yours, but have been out of the picture for a while because I've been ill, but now I'm back and I just tuned in. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine, GM Carrie. I'm happy to see you and I'm happy that you're okay. Love you, Nana. Get grandma kids. We're Muff. Where's Muffin? She left? Sorry, family. That's my grands. They leaving. See you. Good night, baby. Love you. Love ya. All right, go ahead. Yeah, that's my grandbabies. Um, Hi, Cherry. Yes, they have. I recently thought about purchasing a telescope. Yes, and you have to be mindful about that too when you get these telescopes. Because they do something with these lenses too that you can't even see certain things. I'm telling you, family, I'm telling you. It's like they got a design like that, right? They have a design like that. I was looking at something and I'm not gonna speak of it. I'm gonna put it in the video, right, family? I'm not gonna speak of it. Because some things I can't put on this channel because I just can't, right? It's not that I don't want to, because I want to share some things on this channel, but I just can't. I just can't. You all seen what happened. Last time I shared some things, I had the people at my house, right? Confiscating all my gadgets. So you all know that, family. Um, that's what me and my husband did a spiritual read on exactly what you're saying about the earth. Yeah, all a lot. Yes, it's when I used to hear people say like it's like a video game. Um, they are not lying. This is definitely the Matrix. And when they find out some things, and when they find out some things about this Jesus that they waiting for to return, oh, I'm gonna talk about that too, family. I found where our Jesus is. I found where he is. I'm gonna share that too. But I'm gonna tell you all, family, it ain't what they told us. What I seen, family, is not what they've told us. Mm-hmm. So yeah, family. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. There's so much going on in this wicked world. It sure is, Lakeisha. It sure is. Mm-hmm. I could fall asleep on a movie, wake up, and it will start back at where I last recall watching. My soundbar will connect to my phone when I don't even have it on. You be surprised, family, right? These things connect to your phone. These things. Before I knew how to connect and disconnect these things, honey, I used to get in the car and my thing connect to the car. Couldn't get it off, right? Because I had no idea how to do this, right? I had no idea how to do this, right? Because it was all new to me, right? So here I am, I'm trying to turn the volume down, I'm trying to take my phone off the thing. I had to cut the whole car off, family. It was just a mess, right? Well, I learned how to do it. My daughter had to show me, but I had to turn the whole car off just to have a conversation because I didn't want everybody else to hear the doggone conversation I was trying to have, right? Yeah. Hmm. On a spiritual journey, so I wake up at 3 a.m. daily, and lately I've been turning off my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth at night. And I'm gonna talk about that too, right? About these time frames, waking up at 3 a.m. I'm gonna talk about that too. There's a whole lot that goes on with that too, family. Mm. And it's not just 3 a.m., it's other times too. I had to go to my settings and turn off the microphone on every app just so my phone will stop listening and on my conversations. Yeah, Capri Queen. That must be what's been going on with my phone, right? When I tell you it picked up that conversation, but I don't never mess in my settings. So if it never happened before all these years, then all of a sudden it just happened. Mm-hmm. Let me see. It sounds like somebody's knocking on my dining room. Motion. Motion. Hold on, family. Front door. You forgot your water? Yeah. You wasn't going to cry out there, were you? Oh, okay. You look kind of sad when Grandma didn't come open the door. I'm sorry, family. That's my grandbaby. She came back to get her bottle of water. Good night. Okay. She thinks she's a big girl. You got to see her opening up the car door with her little self. I'm sorry, family. Back to what I was saying. That's Talk about that too. Yeah, that right there. Yes, I was always told that as well, and as you shall receive, which happens. Lately, I have a lot of financial issues and just want to be stress free. Yes, on a spiritual journey, but I found out some things about that too, right? Certain things that you want in your life, right? Why you can't get the certain things that you desire out of life, because the things that they tell you how to do some of these things are not the correct way, right? It's not putting you on the right track. Because remember, family, they tell us half of some things because they don't want us to know, because they hiding things from us, right? They don't want us to know. And you'll understand why later on, why they're hiding so much from us, right? So this is what's going on too. I got your notification tonight. I'm happy that you got my notification tonight, because I know some is not getting them. Caprice, I always get your notifications. Thank you. I'm so happy you always get my notifications, because, honey, hi, Wealthy Healings. Thank you, Cece. I love you too. Yes, on my journey. Nothing like them grandbabies, right? Nothing like them grandbabies, honey. They be wearing me out though. Because I was trying to do my spiritual work and I had my papers work. You know, I have to lay them a certain place, and the grandbaby, the little one, right? She's like, Grandma, what's this? And what's that? And Grandma, what you doing? And Grandma, what this says? And Grandma, what? Right? So I got to stop. I got to explain some things to her. And then I got to make sure she don't run off with some of my things. Okay. Lakeisha said, I know how it go when it comes to these grants. I got 4 here now. Oh, yes, Lakeisha. Oh, yes. The Truman Show movie? I don't know. What's the Truman? I haven't seen that. I don't know. Imposters? Oh, yeah. They're definitely out there. I keep saying there ain't no Jesus coming back, but people tell me that I'm speaking blasphemy. I just don't believe the hype. You can't tell me anything and I fall for it. Well, I'm going to say this, Capri Queen. It's not the way we think it is. I'm going to just say that. They tell us, we the ones in bondage, but that's not the case, right? That's not the case. It's actually the other way around. It's from what ancestors show me, it's the other way around. And now it makes sense that when we were scrying that day, and I was tapping into that energy, and the Most High came through, and I could see the Most High came through, and it was like a like I told you, like he was like it was weird because it was like he was up, right? He was up, he was hovered over us, but I could see everybody in the land. I could see him and the kids in the land, and I tell you that they was all colors, right? I could see the people in the land. It looked like some Arabic people. I seen a black child there. I seen it. Yeah, I seen all of this, right? And when he came through, I described it. I told you all, right? We was on the live. We was doing it on the live. But he was like, the way he came through, it was like like a spirit, like a breath. But it was like the face. You could kind of see the face, but you couldn't see the rest of the body because it was like a swirl, right? And now I understand why, right? After the ancestors showed me some things, I understood why, right? But I can't get into it now, family, because I got to take y'all on a whole thing before I could get to that part. And it's for a reason. It is for a reason, family. But it's a God out there, family. He's out there. But see, the reason why we can't get to our God, right? You know the reason why we can't get to our God? Because the things they told us how to get to the God is not true. So that's why the God is not here. That's why. And some of the things I think you all want to understand when I put out this video, right? And I think probably tomorrow I'm gonna try to put it out. It's just a little bit. It's going to touch on that a little bit because that's not where I'm going at with this video. This is a whole different video, but I think I touched on it just a little bit, okay? But I'm gonna get into it, and then you all gonna understand it, right? In a spiritual sense, and not the scientific, because guess what? These scientists, these archaeologists, all these people, right? Yeah, these people too are withholding information and lying about stuff. And oh yeah, yeah. I believe some of that is in this video too. Right, family? So I'm not gonna get too heavy into it, but it's there. Oh goodness, I wanna know, LOL. Yes, between 3 and 3:30, I wake up and I see 11:11 every day. Mm-hmm. Well, the healings is talking to the free. You got folks falling for stuff all the time. Meanwhile, they use religion to control folks and they don't care to see it. Yeah, and I ain't see one thing about religion in there, right? But I did see everything about spirituality, right? From a spiritual perspective of everything. Not all these different religions, that's for sure, right? And I'm not bashing anybody who's in religion or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying that it didn't come up at all, right? It didn't come up at all, as much as I was tapping into the energy because I wanted to know. But you know what did come up? The many languages came up, and the rightful people of these languages that came through. So it's some things, right, family? It's some things that we have been lied to, right? We have been lied to, family. So I'm just gonna leave it at that, right? Because I can't get too heavy into it right now. Yes, through the for me just lately. I pray to Most High. Yes, yes, Chrissy. Yes. The whole world can't know the truth yet because it will truly blow their minds, the truth of our reality. Everybody not ready. I'm happy the ancestors are giving me the little info, little by little. Yes, Jaleesa. And not only that, right? Everybody's not ready, but we got people that's still in that deep sleep. If you hit them in the head with a brick, they still wouldn't get out of that sleep, right? Because they've been so doused down with the wrong information, they too afraid to accept the right information. And that is what's going on. Because even when I was seeing some things that the ancestors have taken me, right, and showed me the many things, I was still like, Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Right? I didn't even know how to react myself. Oh my goodness. And if you tap into that energy yourself with your spiritual eye and ask to see certain things as well, you'll see it too for yourself. You'll see it too for yourself. I had to keep looking myself, family, because I said, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Yeah. But I don't know where to start. I thought I had put it up there on the channel, family, of how to the tools to use for spiritual cleansing. I even had one of our family members up here who sell spiritual cleansing stuff. I just know that I'm not from this earth. Oh, yes, Capri Queen, a lot of us is not from this earth. When you find out how it really goes, right? A lot of us is not from this earth, right? And I shouldn't say it like that, but the way that we look at it is really in reverse, family. So that's the best way I can explain it right now to you all. So the way that we see it, right? We're not from this planet, no, but it's like the planet consists of the different continents or the different countries, right? That is just how it is. As above, so below. That is just how it is, family. But the only thing, we're looking at everything in reverse, right? This is Mother Earth, because Mother Earth, well, when you see the creation, when I talk about the creation, right? How the ancestors showed it to me, because I couldn't even understand it. You know, I sit there, family, for a long time, and I'm like, ancestors, I don't know what that is, right? I got the answer time. I got to show you one more time, right? And I said, okay, so this is how it goes. And when the ancestor put that check mark up, I knew I got it now. But see, it's not meant for everybody to see or know, because those who wanna see it or know it is really out to destroy and hurt us. That is really what's going on. That is what's going on. That's why our ancestors took some of the information and hid it with them in their tombs. And they out there trying to dig up the damn tombs right now, trying to put the pieces together to the puzzle. That's what they're out there doing right now. What do you think they're out there? You think they just digging to be digging? Or they just going to be digging up 1,000 years old graves just to go looking for? What do you think they're looking for? Family. Yeah, that's in there too, family. So, I let people be. It's what it is. Yes, wealthy healings. That's all you could do, right? I'm just a messenger. As long as I've done my job successfully, right? And when I say successfully, I mean being authentic, being truthful, answering any questions the best way I can, then I'm successful at delivering the message. And that's the only thing I can do, right? You either take it or leave it. And I have to say it like that because I remember I delivered a message to someone and I told them to do X, Y, and Z, and they did Y, X, Z, okay? And ancestors came down on me so hard, family, right? Because they misunderstood what I had said. So I want to make sure that you understand. Okay? Before I'm done with the message. So we could clear up anything right then and there. Frequently said, can't wait to return home after learning these earthly lessons. Yes, wealthy, right? And when you find out who they assigned you to, when you find out that that was a lie, how do you return home? When you find out that that was a lie, right? Because you know, see, it's a big thing. See, like they talk about these commandments. These wasn't commandments. God didn't go and put down these commandments. It was not commandments. It was instructions. Okay, it was instructions. And one of the things is they went there and they wrote these things, right? Flipped it around. They told you that you belong to this world when you don't even belong to that world, right? They said you belong to this world and you belong to that world and you belong to that world. But when you really find out, when you really dig deeper into it with your ancestors, and your ancestors say, oh no, honey, that ain't where you from. You from here. This is where you from. That's where they told you from. That's a lie. Oh yeah, because that has happened to me, family. So where, right? They try to say that some of us has come from. That ain't really where we are from, right? I'm talking in riddles right now, family, but I think you all get the gist of it, right? And I'm talking in riddles right now for a reason, right? Because that information I ain't put out yet, okay? Blotches I have read. Stop things from landing to you. Yes, blockages do, right? Blockages do. And a lot of people, a lot of reasons why people have these blockages too is also because they're not in the right, and they right family. And that's another thing, right? Um, that's why you can't inherit all your desires. And that's why you have all these blockages. And that's why you don't even know what's going on in your family lineage as far as your health goes or anything else go. Your generational wealth, where your generational curses come from, because they done flipped everything around. So you don't even know what's your strength and what's your weaknesses, right? You don't even know. Oh yeah, family. I'm gonna get into that because I'm like I said, family, I was on this thing for 3 months straight from August, right? And I just finished like 3 weeks ago, family. Yeah, the ancestors had really taken me on this thing, and I'm so happy that I was obedient and did what I needed to do. Okay, but it's some things, family. I don't think some of us is ready for it. Okay, I still was like, oh my goodness, ancestors, right? 1 minute I was crying, 1 minute I was happy I found out the information, next minute I was crying that I found out this information, next minute I was happy that I was seeing what I was seeing, next minute I was boo-hooing because I seen what I had seen. You understand? Certain energies was coming through. I was happy to feel certain energies, and then next thing I was boo-hooing because I felt certain energies. Oh, not to mention some of the things that I heard, right? When I was trying to do the video, family, no lie, I think I did that video like 4 times over, because right in the middle of the video, I just burst out crying. I said, I don't want the family to see me like that. I said, but ancestors, my goodness, I said I couldn't control it, right? The things that I seen, family, and what I heard, right? I said, some of my family have no idea. They have no idea. They have set us up for failure. They have set us up for failure, family, purposely, purposely. And we falling right into the trap. Look at what's going on right now, right? We still got some of the ways. That's why we got our loved ones out here right now, killing each other, right? They ain't get out of that. So yes, family. So hi Tangelus. I was just talking about you to the family, Tangelus, and asking the family to send prayers to you as well, right? And I wanted you to know that I've been thinking about you every day as well. And as soon as I get my phone back up and running, right, I have to call. So that's for sure. But I love you much, and a lot of the family have sent their prayers and condolences to you as well, of healing and strength, Tangelus. Um, Capri said, yes, ma'am. Wealthy, I had a great life on the other side. I actually found out that I was a queen in my past life. Well, in one of my past lives. Oh, yeah. Because a lot of us have, yeah. And wait till you find out where the incarnations lie at, right? Yeah, I'm gonna get into that too with you all, family. Yeah, because the ancestors took me on a doozy, family. And I've seen some things. I've really gotten revelation into a lot of things, family. It is not what you all think. It is not what you all think. This world is not what you all think it is, right? Mm-hmm. Um, yes, Chrissy, they are. They're utilizing our energy, right? And in this video, I'm gonna put out a very reason, right? Why they're utilizing our energy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They know exactly what they're doing, right? They know exactly what they're doing. That's why they make us feel like, or have us thinking we the one in bondage, right? But we're not the one in bondage. Our God is the one in bondage. And I'm gonna get deeper into that, okay? That's why we can't get the things we need from our God, right? Not like how we wanted to. That's why when you see people saying, where he at? He ain't up here. Mm-hmm. You'll see why. Yeah, don't get into that. Thank you, Wealthy, for them prayers. Whenever I was in the church, I started asking the pastor questions, and he was without answers. I knew it right then. I felt in the moment that there was not the place for me. Yes, Capri Queen. And even when we read our Bible, right? Our Bible is always something that we read later, right? And it contradicts one passage that it said, right? From one book to another, right? From Revelation to Deuteronomy, right? This is what's going on, right? If you read some of the scriptures in the Bible, right? But I understand now why, right? Why it contradicts itself. I understand now. After I've been like on this voyage, on this journey, right? I see why now. But that's also a sense to keep you in confusion, want to keep you confused and have play both sides of the fence, right? Don't take it literally what they're saying in there, right? A lot of them stories is to guide us how to live our lives, family. Okay. Um, what I want to say, I'm not going to say right now, but yeah. And many of them don't have the answers, Capri Queen. Many of them don't, right? Many of them don't even have discernment themselves, these pastors out here in these churches, some of them, all right? And they're out there doing ungodly things, but they call themselves a man of God. That's what they're out there doing. But they operating, look how they operating out there. Look how some of them are operating out there, right? Yeah. Well, guess what, family? Um, this is my first time here on this earth. This is my first time here on this earth. And you know the funny thing is, when I found out that this was my first time here on this earth, so I'm a new soul on this earth. I've been somewhere else. I haven't been here on this realm. I've been on another realm. Okay, this is my first time here on this earth. The crazy thing is, I did one day I did tell the ancestors, I said, I don't want to come back here. I don't want to come back here. When I'm going, I don't want to come back here. Right? Put me on a more peaceful realm. I don't want to be here. Right? But the ancestors said, I'm coming right back here to do the same work, right? To be a messenger. Right? I bust out laughing. I bust out laughing at that, family. Right? But yes, I am a new soul here on this earth. I've never been on this earth before. I've been on other realms, but I've never been here on this earthly realm before. Mhm. Yeah, they lie to try and keep us under their control. Oh yes, you better believe it. You better believe it. And I said, I guess why they sent. I guess this is why they sent me here, right? Hmm. And that's exactly what it is on a spiritual journey, right? Why they stay on top, but we stay at the bottom. Hmm. And it's working. It is working for many, not for all, right? Because some of us has truly waken up in our power, and we're understanding that we have been deceived, and we starting to put some things into motion. Oh yes, right? Especially the ones that's paying homage to their ancestors. That was the first key, right? That was the first step. That was the key right there. So you better believe it. The video of the person who sells the stuff. Okay, I remember the video of the person who sells the stuff. Um, yes, Case Win is selling it. Right there, Tantralus got it up there. Case Win offers it on allinthecards.com, family. There you go, right there. Thank you for that information, Tantralus. One spiritual journey said yes, and those artifacts have stuff on them showing civilization was advanced back then. Oh yes. And like I said, as above, so below, right? Technology and different things was here before. It was once here. But see, what they do is they wipe out everybody and they reset it. That's what they do. That's why after a certain amount of years, they have to try to get rid of the whole generation, destroy all the stuff. Oh, stop telling about the history. That's one of the things that you all should have knew. That was the first sign. As soon as they said they was getting rid of history out of the schools, right? So they taking the history out of the schools because they don't want it to be known. This is how they erase the history. Okay. And I'm not just talking about people who look like me. I'm talking about everybody's history. This is what they do. And everything that we know, technology as we know it today, advanced technology, right? Everything will be wiped out and then they're going to reset it back again, right? And they're going to start the world off with a new set of damn lies, right? Somebody else going running government. If we don't all start taking accountability for some things, right? Within our family line and start doing some things, okay? So we could bring that power back, all right? And our family could get reinstated back to the throne because that's really what's going on. They done took their position, right? So they want to keep you powerless because they want to stay in position, right? They don't want you to know that they done took your family position. The position they got was your family position. They took your family position and put themselves in their position, and guess what? And making you think that you the fallen one when you really the star. That's what's going on, family. So when I tell you, family, how I'm getting ready to tell you it's going to be completely in reverse of what they have told us. It's going to be completely in reverse. And some of the things, right, you ain't going to be able to find it. If you're not spiritually tapped in, you ain't going to be able to find it, baby, because guess what? They done destroyed those documents. Oh yeah, when ancestors showed me some of the things that they was in there doing and some of the things that they had found in those tombs and how they had hid it, right? And how they were so afraid of the things because they couldn't understand it. When they saw some of the things that they seen written, some of the things that they seen the drawings, they didn't understand it, right? They needed somebody to come and help them translate some of the things. So when they couldn't understand it, guess what they decided to do? Oh, we're going to just destroy it, because that means when some new set of people come, or whenever the people whose lineage is from this written documentation find out or find it, right? These are the instructions on X, Y, and Z. So we're going to destroy this and we're going to start our new one. Oh yeah, that's what they did. You better believe it, family. Okay. Like I said, I'm talking in riddles right now, but I think most of you all got the gist of what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You got that right, Robin. You got that right. And I wish people will wake up and see that, right? People will wake up. People will wake up and see that. I was um I was even tapping into something, even with the zodiac, right? Let me tell you something. I was tapping into something even with the zodiac, with my Capricorns. I'm gonna just say that with my Capricorns, because my Capricorns get a real bad blow when it comes to some things. But if they knew that they was not the devil, but instead the king instead, honey, they would be doing some things totally different in their life, most of these Capricorns. Did you know that they are really the king and not the devil? Oh, family, don't get me started. But you got to spiritually tap in to see these things. You see how they deceive you? That's how they deceive you. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get it mistaken, family. We all got our strengths and weaknesses in every area of our life, right? We all do good and bad in every area of our life. But you got to understand what they're doing. So they group you up in these categories and say, oh, you can't do this because this said this in your chart. This is what they tell you. This is what they tell you. You can't do X, Y, and Z because in your chart they say that you can't do this. But that's a lie. When you find out that that's a lie, because everything is not written in stone. The ancestors have always told me that everything is not written in stone. Some things are written in stone, but you won't find out the things that is written in stone. But the planetary alignment, it constantly moves around, family. So what that tells you, that your chart is always shifting, things is always shifting, right? And you can align yourself with the frequencies of the universe. But you got to be receptive. You got to open yourself up. You got to align yourself with these things. You got to be doing the work, the physical and the spiritual and the mental work in order for it to happen. So it's a lot of things that's going on out here in this world, family, that when you finally wake up and you see these things, it's going to be like a blow to you. It's going to be a blow. Some of these things is going to be upsetting. Some of these things is going to be frightening. I'm telling you, family, but this is what's going on. This is what's going on. And I wish some of my people out there will wake up and take the blindfolds off their eyes, get out of that deep sleep, and start doing some of the research themselves and understand that these books, a lot of these books, it was written for them to keep them on top. Because as long as you got a chart that you got to follow, right? It's going to always keep you in that slave mentality, because you got this chart now. I gotta follow this chart because my charts say that I can never be a teacher, for instance, right? I can never be a teacher. I can never succeed in this area, right? That's where you're gonna be trapped at, right there. How many people that got their chart, but they're doing the totally opposite? And some people, they got their chart and they doing just exactly according. Some people can't even open it. Some people can't even align themselves, right? Because they're not even where they're supposed to be, okay? In the soul system, okay? They're not even where they're supposed to be. A lot of us not where we're supposed to be in the soul system. So I'm just going to say that. But you'll understand it, family, when I break it down more, okay? Because I can't really get into it tonight, too deep into it. That other video, it was like an hour and something minutes. I had to wind up redoing it anyway because I told you what happened. And then I finally got it condensed into a half an hour. I was watching this movie the other day, and you saying this really makes me look at the movie different now. They put this stuff in the movies. Oh yeah, on the spiritual journey, they put all this stuff in the movies, right? And some of the stuff in the movies is true. Okay, they put it out there. It's true because even when you ever seen when Tinkerbell, right? Any of you all used to watch that? Now I used to watch that, like Peter Pan and the Tinkerbell fly around and she do the little magic wand thing, and you see all the sprinkle star dust and all this stuff, or the magic dust, whatever you want to call it. I've seen that. That's crazy. I used to see that in the movies, right? Oh yeah, that's just a movie, okay. But when I got on a spiritual path and I seen that before my eyes, I tell you, family, I was in the bed one day and it got too hot and I fell asleep with my grandbabies in the bed, right? I told them to lay down because I was putting them down for a nap, right? But I was tired myself. I laid down with them and I wound up falling asleep. Well, anyway, it got overheated in the room. Now, mind you, before I could turn the fan on over us, something got me up and just was like, the temperature had changed, right? It had got too hot, overly hot. As soon as I opened my eyes, I saw like that dust came down just like that, just like I'm telling you all, right? Like a magical dust. And the fan cut on by itself, family. The fan cut on by itself. I just laid there in amazement. But you see what I'm saying, family? Those are things you see in the movies. So they put these things right in front. How do you think they know these things happen? How do you know they exist? How do you think they know these things exist? These things really happen. Some of these things that I've seen in the movies, I could attest to because it has happened to me along my spiritual path, and it happens just like that. So yes, they'll put it right in these movies, some of these things. But some of these things, I'm gonna tell you all too. If you want to get some books, you got to get the old books because the new books, they're really lying. You got to get the old. You got to find the old books written like in the early 1900s, 1800s. You got to find those books. You got to find books like those. Because these were people that they were more genuine in what they were doing and they research and different things like that. So they was putting it down there, helping the people then. Letting the people know what we're exploring with it. Now they're trying to hide it from you and deceive you about it and cover it up and tell you something else happened. So these books today, they're not genuine, family. That's why I tell you, that's why I don't recommend you a lot of these books here. It's true. I was reading the book and it told it. I said, honey, where the hell did they get this from? That's a goddamn lie. Ancestors even said that was a lie. But I said, okay. You understand, family? So this is what's going on. Capri said, so glad this conversation was given tonight because this let me know that my thoughts are not just random thoughts, but the truth. Oh, yes. Miss, what's your thought on the Egyptian Sphinx? Currently, the ancestors are bringing this to my attention. Them Egyptian Sphinx. I could tell you a whole lot about this and the Egyptian people, and I'm not going to get into that because that's in my next thing that I got to put out. That's going to tell us a lot of this about our family lineage, because one thing I know, when the ancestors was taking me along this trip, right? The Egyptian has come through a lot within these downloads, right? So I'm just going to say that, right? It was a lot of things, and it's funny that you would say that because there was even some things that the ancestors was showing me about one of the books, right? And how they destroyed the book, family, how they destroyed the book because they were so afraid. That's why they destroyed it. They were so afraid that it was going to get in somebody's hand and somebody was going to be able to translate it. Okay? So they destroyed it, right? That book had a lot of instructions for its people for the next generation, right? It was supposed to go from generation to generation so you could know how to handle these invaders. But they destroyed it. You understand? Some of these things we can't get back. But if you're spiritually tapped in, you can see a lot of these things. If you spiritually tapped in, you can hear a lot of these things. You can feel a lot of these things. You understand? So that's the thing, right? Sometimes I don't like to get too tapped into certain things because I hate to have to pick up that overwhelming energy, family, because it gets to me at times. But the ancestors, like the ancestors said, some things I needed to go through, and I'm so happy that I did, right? I'm so happy that I completed that one mission successfully. Because, honey, once I start getting, and I just shut it down. I be like, all right, ancestors, I got to tap out, right? So many times I wanted to tap out, and I said, okay, I did this for a reason, right? The ancestors needed me to do this. So I got to go ahead and keep pushing myself forward, and that's what I did. But yes, I will get into that too, Jaleesa. Yeah. I said before that I gotta bring the message in doses, right? Because I can't tell you all at once. Some of you all are not ready. You're very welcome on my journey. You gave me a whole lot tonight. LOL. I want to know all of this info, so I'm watching, pay attention. I gotta go to bed for work. Have a good night, all. Yes, good night on a spiritual journey. You're very welcome, Tanchless. Love you much. My thing keep going in and out, family. I don't know if you all see it. It's just like jumping in and out, right? That's dumb. They trying to that's them messing with the technology, right? That's not spirit doing it. That's not spirit. That's these people over here because they don't want me putting the message out. That's what it is, right? They do that. Oh yes, Shalisa. This video, the first video I'm going to put out is just really going to be an introduction, and you're going to really hear me speaking about some of the things that I'm gonna get to in another video because this is just what I want to just take you out through this little journey so you all could just see what they're doing, what they're doing now, right? What they're doing now and how it is continuing, and then I'm going to just go up from there because, like I said, there's a lot of things that the ancestors really want to put out there, and I'm going to get it out, family. I see that's why I was trying to tell my folks. They think I'm crazy. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know where did it go? Oh my goodness. I don't even know where your comment went. It just skipped right off of there. Okay. I see that's why I try to tell my folks they think I'm crazy, man. Wrote the Bible. Let me tell you something. Lying princess, this is why you can't tell everybody either what you see, right? Because folks will think you're crazy, right? Folks will be thinking that you're crazy because they wouldn't understand, especially if they're not spiritually tapped in. They don't understand because they ain't never done nothing on a spiritual level. They done did everything on the naked eye level. So they wouldn't possibly know anything about spirituality. They wouldn't know a damn thing about it. They wouldn't. Somebody could come and sit next to me, family, and I could tap right into their energy. I could tell them a whole lot about themselves that they don't even know. You understand, family, what's going on here? But when you do that, oh, you a demon, you a witch, you understand? But that's why you can't share everything with folks, right? Sometimes you gotta let them find out on their own. If the ancestors not calling for me to tell them, I ain't saying a word, right? Yeah. This is reason why the word death doesn't sit right with me. It's bigger than what a lot of us know. Yes, Capri Queen, most definitely, right? Because we're not really gone, right? Our soul still lives on. And now I see why ancestors is saying that we are still here, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're still here. Yeah, I'm going to get into that. Yeah. And when you don't feel the presence of your loved one, I'm going to get into that too. You know how like when you feel that energy so strong and you know they there, then after a while you just don't you don't feel them anymore, right? because they done went on to their next journey, their next assignment. Although they still watching over you, right? But now they done moved on to their next assignment. But they still the guardian over you. So they still watching you and guiding you. You understand? But it's some things that go on with that as well. I keep saying the earth is ghetto, just being funny, but if you know, you know. Yeah, you know. You sure enough know. You know what? That's it. That's in fact, when I was tapping in, because the ancestors were showing me some things when I was going to the different realms. And of course, you know, earth, I'm on this earthly realm right now. And this is exactly where I picked up a lot of our illnesses from, right? But that will be you know, that will be normal because we have a lot of illnesses here on this earth. But you know what, the major one that I just kept picking up that I couldn't shake and it would not go away? Cancer. So that tells me a few things, right? It tells me a whole lot of things. I'm going to get into that too, family. I'm going to get into that too. So it's a lot. Out of all the illnesses that could be picked up, that one just kept resurfacing and resurfacing and resurfacing. I said, my goodness. It was like a plague. They're putting this out there. All types of cancers, family. You gotta know this, family. You have to know this. So it means it's in our food. It's in our environment. It's in the air, right? These impurities in the air, it gives us this. So yes, it's a lot going on, family, right? I can't touch on everything at once, but it's a lot. We're gonna get into it, family. But I'm gonna get off of here, family, because I know it's getting late. I'm gonna have to go back and read some of the comments, family, that you all are saying up there. But Tantra did put it in for those of you all who wanted a spiritual bath where you all could go to K-Swin site, family. And again, I'm sending positive energy to you, Tantalus, and I love you much. And I'm going to call it a night, family. I love you all, family, and thank you for the prayers for Tantalus. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna get off of here, family, and I will get that video out. I'm trying to get it out tonight, but it might not happen tonight, but tomorrow I will get it out. Okay. So I'm gonna say that I love you all much, and I want you all to have blessed night, family, because it's 12 midnight now, right? And I have to get up early in the morning. All right, family, and I know a lot of you all do as well. So I love you all, family, and those of you all who's trying to get to me by phone, you can't. All right, I have no phone right now, family. You all need to send me an email. Okay, we going back to however it was before we got a phone. The only thing is you're not sending a paper letter in the mail. All right, you just sending an email. It gets there faster than the mail. Okay, so I'm gonna say that. Good night, family. I love you all much. You all have a blessed night.